Hey Portal Masters, I'm back for the second part of my review of the characters that I think should be in Swap Force. This is part 2. I'm going to name who I think will be the Series 3s. The ones that are already confirmed, of course, will automatically be in here, which is, I believe, 3 of them. So, let's get started. I'm going to go in the same elemental order as I did in part 1. So, first up, we have the water element. I think it'll be Gilgrunt, because we already have speculation, we already have a few images of a Trigger Happy with a different art style that may be the Series 3. So if they did Spyro, Trigger Happy, I think they'll do Gilgrunt just because he was the old fan favorite, of course, from the first game. So that's my reasoning for thinking it'll be him. And I also want it to be him, though. I think he's a very cool character to play with. And for more information, you can go and look at my Skylanders video wiki about Gilgrunt. So, next up here, we have Stealth Elf. I think Stealth Elf is going to make it. I mean, we know Stealth Elf is going to make it. Sorry. Because she's in the starter pack. And I really like Stealth Elf, so this is the character I would have picked anyways. Yeah, either her or Zook, but probably Stealth Elf. I love ninjas. So, there we go for life. For magic. You know who we got for magic. Of course, Spyro. The game wouldn't exist without him. So, I mean, I think they're always going to redo Spyro. Does that mean I'm always going to want them to redo Spyro? No, it doesn't. I think I would have probably... Well, you know what? I would have preferred Spyro. Yeah, I would have preferred Spyro. But I think they will always redo him, which means that there's always going to be reposes. Because they've got to keep the character alive, because it's what started the game. So, on to air. We have Lightning Rod. I'm not sure exactly who it's going to be, but this is just purely who I want. No speculation, just who I want. I think he was also a pretty good fan favorite, so I think he has some pretty good shots at making the reposed Series 3 model. I love the fact that he can go in his lightning avatar and just go and rain lightning down on the enemies. I love the fact that he can just stand there and deal out his lightning bolts like this. So he's a pretty cool character, and that's why I want him to be a Series 3 model. Next up, we know Terrafin. Now, I think I honestly might have preferred a Prison Break over a Terrafin. But Terrafin's pretty cool. I just don't play with him that much. But I know I definitely took his punch path. I don't like his digging. I think it's more effective to be able to just get up in there and punch. So, he's pretty cool. I'm satisfied with him being Series 3. I would have been mad if they had picked Bash, though. So I'm glad that they did take Terrafin. Next up, we have Eruptor. Now, I would have much preferred Ignitor, but Eruptor is already confirmed, as it's going to be the Lava Barf Eruptor. I still think that if they were going to redo Eruptor, they could have done a better pose. Maybe instead of just out of his mouth, it could have been flowing out of his base or something. But, well, I guess that's the way it's going to work. But Eruptor's still a cool character. I think he's probably my second favorite fire element, behind Ignitor. Next up, Trigger Happy. There's been some speculation that's going to be Trigger Happy, and I'm also speculating it'll be Trigger Happy. I also want it to be Trigger Happy. I think I would have preferred Drobot, but I think it makes sense to bring back one of the original 3. I mean, you still couldn't, like Spyro and Gilgrunt, you wouldn't have the game without him. So, he's kind of one of the hearts of the game. I think he will probably always be brought back as well. Last, but certainly not least, we have Undead's yours truly, Shop. I think his catchphrase is kind of punny, ha 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 ha, slice and dice. But he is my favorite Undead. I'd be mad if they had reposed Ghost Roaster. So, I mean, I know that would be a Series 2, but just on the undead note. I'm glad they picked Chop Chop. Cinder is kind of, yeah. I could see them bringing her back, though, because she is tied along with the original Spyro, but Hex, she's not my favorite. I prefer Chop Chop. So, anyways, thanks you guys for watching my part 2 of the video of who I think should be reposed in the next Swap Force. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. This has been Portal Master 9351. Good day, all. I salute you.